Sunday, escaped convicts launch a terror spree on chips. Then, it was meant to be the luxury liner of the sky, but something went wrong. Jack Lemmon, Lee Grant, and George Kennedy star Airport 77.
Private 747 is lost in the Bermuda Triangle, trapped underwater. Passengers still alive. Time running out. An all-star cast in the biggest, most exciting airport of them all. The all-new Airport 77.
Airport 77 at Plaza One, Lower Regent Street, ABC's Fulham Road and Bayswater, and at selected ABC and leading cinemas now. Airport 77, Certificate A.
Bermuda Triangle, you make things disappear. There we go. Welcome. Now, Savoy was here earlier. Let's see. Yes, I wish I had the Laserdisc of this, as we'll see in the film. Greetings, Andy. How are you? Nice to see you all here on this bank holiday weekend in the UK. So, yes, as the title says, Airport 77, the third film in the franchise of 4. Dr. Impossible is here. I knew the quality film would bring him out. So I'm going to start this, if I can find my remote. There we go. Let's see what this tape looks like. Now, apparently there's a TV cut of this that's unavailable. And this has got an extra hour. This is 109 minutes of Universal's flagship franchise. So we'll see. With James Stewart. And a lovely beer. Pinkers with the donkeys. As it's been a long week. Now, who's seen all 4 airport films? And what distinguishes this film from the other 3? I remember seeing a meme saying they thought the Bermuda Triangle was a bigger problem than it was. Well, did we ever find out what it was? Yeah, see, it's a man after my own heart. Concorde is obviously the best film, or the most entertaining. This might be the best film, and then the first film is an all-star cast, isn't it? Well, each film is an all-star cast. It's not based on a real event. What? Oh, that's a shame. But this is 1977's Airport, if the title doesn't give you any clue. Which was it? The 4th film was it Airport 79 Concorde, and then Airport 80 Concorde in the UK, because we lost it by a year. But this had a $6 million budget. Came out in March 25th, 1977 in America, and April 7th, 1977 in the United Kingdom. That's not bad. There's James Stewart. I thought that was accurate. No. Did something happen to all the other planes except... Oh, this one. That's what I meant. Well, no, this one's the odd one out because it doesn't actually feature the airport or inside the airport, apparently. So, but it's still called Airport. Oh, good day. Good day. Howdy, playing down under. Good Saturday morning for you. As we go through stock footage. This is the trouble. This is going to be... I'm not sure how different this VHS is, and looking at it, it's different to the Blu-ray already. Because Jack Lemmon's just made an appearance. Now, apparently... I've lost my remote. Oh, there it is. Oh, there we go. So I'm a few seconds ahead. He didn't want to do this, and he regretted doing it afterward, but he needed the money because he'd done a couple of pictures that didn't do well. So he needed something with a hit. And then, of course, the third airport film. You got Lee Grant, you got Brenda Vicario. It's a huge who, if by faces you can recognize. Actually, I'll need that. Nearby. Is Chuck Norris in this film? He might be. Darren McGavin's in it. Christopher Lee is in it. Christopher Lee only did it so he could work with Jack Lemmon. But then again, all I can hear is the airplane theme in my head. And apparently Jack Lemmon didn't learn how to fly a plane. He learned about the cockpit of a plane. So he knew what he was doing was correct when he was making all the adjustments and stuff. We got Kathleen Quinlan, who's unrecognizable in this because she's so young. Gil Gerard, Buck Rogers himself. Tom Sullivan, the blind musician, apparently. This is solo later on. Emmett Walsh, token of every film 80s and 90s onwards. So I don't recognize any of those, but I'd probably recognize their faces because everyone here has a recognizable face. It's good to see Jerry Jameson getting his directing duties. However, I remember seeing Universal Television Terror on the 44th. Yeah. So James Stewart as Edith Head, who did the costumes. She also did the costumes for many of the 40s films, didn't she? She won nominated for an Oscar for this one. What was the other Jerry Jameson film? He's done a few, hasn't he? Yeah, inspired by the film Airport, based on the novel by Arthur Haley. Because, yeah, normally they stick Arthur Haley's Airport on the title, don't they? Yeah, but not this one. And there he is, Jerry Jameson. Not Jenna Jameson, different film. Oh, yes, Raise the Titanic. I knew he would done something I was looking into recently. We'll have no cockpit jokes. You sure it's not 1877? It does look old, but how long does it take you to go through TSA or whatever you call it in the UK? Security. It's not too well these days. It's not too bad. There's Darren McGavin, Kolchak himself. But it is a long-winded affair. Take your shoes off, take your watch off, take your belt off. Not so bad these days. The co-pilots from one of my favorite soaps is also the voice of Ratchet in the newer Transformers. There you go. Now, there's two people from Airplane 2 in this as well. Oh, there he is. I can never remember this actor's name. No, that's not him. He's obviously just missed him. Some of these films have slightly different years in their titles in the countries, depending on when they got released exactly. Which is a bit silly putting the names in the title. So we've got the old Dress as a Captain Getting Anywhere. Let's see what magazines we've got. We've got Photoplay, New Times, Sport, Yachting, Photographer, Outdoor Life, Flying. No. Say Hate Playing. Airport 75 gets my vote for the Daredevil stunt work. I have a soft spot for 77, even though the bloody script is wafer thin. Yeah, a wet wafer in the end as well. Because it builds up all the way through for this crash, and then they're underwater, and then suddenly Navy's here, it's all good. But the diversity in this film is wild. I can hardly think of another film with a real blind guy in it for one thing. Yes. I'm trying to think of something else. I know. I don't know if he's still with us or if anyone from this film is still with us. But he's got some cool glasses later on. Is that beer Kilkenny? No, this is Pinkers, my local brew, just one street down from me. Very nice on a Friday evening. And there's the plane. I can't remember what is happening here. So they're loading up with all of James Stewart's artwork to fly to his new house or whatever it is. All the priceless arts work. Emmett Walsh died recently. He must have been ancient, yes, because he's old in this. I've always thought he was old. I thought he'd been gone in the 90s. Because he's in, Blade Runner? Trying to think now. I could think of 100 films before. What's your name? Some for me. Funny you should mention that phrase Daredevil. Dr. Tom Sullivan was the sight impaired consultant for the Affleck Daredevil. Being blind. There you go. Nice. The other Jenna Jameson film. Yeah, if we've got time, we'll put that on. Oh, look at this. Jenna would be like 2 years old. There's an expert on the subject, Alucard, Nemesis. And he's luckily found his copy of Silver Bullet, which we're doing just over a week, isn't it? Now, here we go. Going full acting here. He's putting the cotton pads in to bulk up his cheeks. But no one seems to recognize him anyway, so I don't know why. Then we've got the fake mustache. Tom Atkins would be very upset. Romance between pilot and flight attendant is essential to the fabric of these films, almost like Mills and Boone. That is true. I forget how many of these have that aspect. I hate those name changes. Yes, it does interfere. The worst ones are the ones that use a different word for the title. Like, what was it? Pirates of the Caribbean on Salazar's Revenge or something, isn't it? And then it's it's not on Stranger Tides. Can't remember. That's got a different name. And Philosopher's Stone and Sorcerer's Stone. And oh, here she is. Is that Kathleen Quinlan from was it Being John Malkovich and others? I understand the package differences, but please just keep the same name. Yes. I stumbled a crew member from this film called Paul Wurtzel. I think he worked on almost every cool movie ever made. Where is this Mr. Wurtzel? He looked well older than the sheriff in Critters, and that was 86, exactly. It was in Blade Runner, which is, 82? Now, can anyone tell me what position this came in the charts for 1977 for the worldwide box office? Or according to what my facts are. So there you go. There's the romance. Because I don't know. They seem to be breaking up at the beginning of this. Let's have a look. I'm trying to find it myself now. And never mind. It's not in the list for some bloody reason. This list doesn't go that far. Or I'm blind. No, it's not on the list. Solve that question then. Hey, Professor. He'll be pleased to know that Howling 2 is coming up in a few weeks. Did you know Vera Miles from Psycho is still alive? No, I did not. Bless her. That is true. That's Delta Force. Yeah, George Kennedy's in Delta Force, isn't he? Can't remember who else. I don't think there's anyone else. Airport 77 is not as good as Airport 1. What? Quite surprised the franchise lasted up to the 77th entry. That's a good point. It is. So Vera must be getting on a bit. Yeah, on a bit and then beyond. I do like the opening model shot of the late, great Albert Whitlock. His matte work on Universal TV series was stunning. Buck Rogers. There you go. Just too good. Yes, there's a lot of model shots in this, as we'll see when the plane crashes. Oh, spoilers. One of the best quotes I ever heard is, if you can say your film is based on a book, it sounds instantly classier. That it does. I don't think, yes, well, although Howling 2 is based on the book, isn't it? Well, there's a Howling series of books and Howling series of films, but only, I think each film is based on the Howling, or has to say it's based on the first book. You know, the third film is the one that's closest to the book. 6 in the chart. Yeah, well, sorry about that. I thought it would be on the chart list, but it's not. The 1992 Encino Man was called California Man in the UK. That it was. Now, here we go. Here's now this is Drago's manager from Rocky 4. Lee Grant is still alive. She's nearly 100. What's her phone number? See if we can get her on. Yeah, I won't be able to show the end credit scene, which is a terrible shame because the end credit scene is amazing. Maybe I could. Well, I'm assuming my VHS is going to go fuzzy at that point anyway. So, and I thought the Fast and Furious franchise went on too long. Now, apparently they're using CR7 gas, which allegedly is a tear gas and not a sedative. Oh, there we go. I should have put Vera. She's 95, bless her. Unfortunately, me being a heathen, I don't recognize which character was she. Lee Grant, we've got Joseph Cotton, Olivia de Havilland, and Robin, famous. Monty Markham is this guy I was trying to think of earlier. James Booth, Monica Lewis. Yes. Howling 2, as you all know, is based on a true story. Yes, luckily. And it was filmed as a documentary. So Christopher Lee, who we know is a real badass, could fight wear bears or wear monkeys or whatever the suits came out as. I used to say this all the time, but if I deleted disaster movies from my DNA, I'd probably cease to exist. Well, yes, these airport films, and well, I guess Earthquake, Tower Inferno, and all the rest were standard Sunday afternoon fare, weren't they? Yeah, this is where I get mixed up. The girl with the glasses in the back on the right, and the girl greeting them look very similar, which is how I confused them earlier. Yes, I think Kathleen Quinn is with us because she's very young in this. I didn't check if the two kids in this are still with us. But wait till we get to that Laserdisc scene. Lee Grant was in Lynch's Mulholland Drive. She's had so much plastic surgery, she's unrecognizable now. Yeah, I was thinking the same because I've started watching Fall Guy again, and which had the Heather is in there, is not recognizable in the end of the Fall Guy movie, which is a shame. My favorite last movie is The Tower Inferno. That's real fire throughout. If heaven forbids it get remade, yeah, it'll be all CGI. Yeah, all made in a. It's like Backdraft is an amazing film for the special effects and stunts, but yeah, I could do without on the 2 hours of drama, but those fire effects and the Hans Zimmer score. Playing old computer flight sims, I always wondered if I could land a plane in real life. Apparently, it's not that easy. Not a jumbo jet. And that's why there's two pilots. There's a lot to concentrate on. Now we got this guy. Was he in Cannonball Run 1, wasn't he? And then, yeah, she's the art critic, and he's the art critic. One of them. And it's because I haven't got the subtitles on. That might be help, if I can understand what they're saying. And now they play poker. I'm guessing not. I even like Backdraft too. That was a shock when I saw that come out. I can't remember. Is it Kurt Russell's character's son in that? And the subtitles aren't working. So who's the only actor to appear in all 4 airport films? One of the co-pilots in this film is Robert Foxworth, who's still alive. Oh, yeah, best place for knowing Chase Gioberti in the 80s TV show Falcon Crest. Roger, Victor. Oh, here we go. Here's the graphics. Because, yeah, there's a lot of high-tech stuff on there. They've got this video here showing all the compartments, bedrooms, main lounge, communication centre. It's got a library, it's got a bedroom, central stairs that go to the crew seating, cargo storage, and where's it, upstairs? Galley, where all the lovely food is made, and forward stairs, and then up to the pilots in the office. Yeah. Hang on. I'm going to restart them. Let's see if my subtitles work now. Would be useful to know what they're on about. Yeah, there's a Backdraft too, exactly. There's a Roadhouse too. There's a Razor Reborn. If I remember right, Angelina Jolie, the movie where she's a forest ranger and there's a fire and it looked quite, as you put it, rubbish. Rubbish with a capital R. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, there it is. Damn, missed it. The laser. the Laserdisc player, which is a real Laserdisc player from back in the day. And so much so it's a beast of a fucking machine. It couldn't actually do what they wanted it to do, so they had to fake it. But where is it? There's not much. All right, Laser's playing. Can I get some brekkie? Take care. Yes. See you later. Yeah. Every time I look at these things, I see it, and it's gone. Joan Crawford was supposed to do this, but declined. Apparently, Christopher Lee was later offered the role of Dr. Robotnik in Airplane. Okay, so the Magnavox Magnavision VLP optical video disc player shown in this movie was Lou Westerman's personal player, and he borrowed it from his office for the day they were shooting. It was hand-built pre-production model that was given the 7000 model number. The entire top player opens instead of just a small lid portion, and the disc area has a clear window so you can see the disc spinning. For the final player release, the Model 8000, the lid was shrunk to only the disc area and the transparent window was eliminated. The player used in the movie could not play the CLV extended play discs, as the CLV format had not yet been finalized. The single-sided disc placed on the player containing the recording of James Stewart's scene in this movie, MCO Disco Vision pressed the one-off disc first just for this movie. The packaging for the disc is so-called Nautilus box inside the standard cardboard box used to transport MCA Records nickel-plated LP stampers. Monica Lewis used the player incorrectly. She doesn't shut the lid completely and presses the audio buttons instead of the play forward buttons. There you go. Right, where's my beer? Yeah, I remember that Angelina Jolie film. I remember she's in it. That's about it. George Kennedy is all for. Well done, boy. I thought you'd get that. So yes, he's has a lot of issues with planes, especially like what was it, Delta Force. Oh, here's the blind. I don't know. She instantly falls in love with him. So there doesn't seem to be a history here. I didn't know he was a singer, but let's have a look. Got a Sam Smith high-pitched side. I'm not sure. They'll never master CJFR. It always looks crap. Yeah, I guess we've probably seen it some convincing ones. And then they got a Pong machine on the game, on the airplane. In a lovely wooden table. Ready for clearance, Clarence. So yes, later. The Laserdisc player was one of the first in the world. There you go. They had Laserdisc. That's when I watched this. Was it yesterday? I thought, hang on, did they? So yes. Yes, not those weird video CD things. Yeah, because they're the ones that are contained in plastic, isn't it? And then you put them in, and then it opens up and plays, I think. And here's Christopher Lee. And his drunken wife, girlfriend. And there's Jill Gerard. I think he has an affair with her, or is having an affair, or stopped having an affair. I don't think the art direction was pretty good in this film, but the stunt work is pretty damn good, as is all the stunt work in this film. Yeah. I will say it does look like a set most of the time. But yeah, I guess that is because I've got to flood it in a minute. Oop. Did I say that? I'm still standing. The patent for Laserdisc was painted in 1968. That's crazy to me. That is a long time. I was thinking, was it yesterday? Was it VHS was 70s till early 2000s? Then DVDs was what, early 90s and still going, and Blu-ray was what, early 2000s, still going. So they haven't found anything to replace that or any of them yet. Yeah, exactly. I'd still like to find a Laserdisc out in the wild. I have seen 0 Hour. Yes, it's only a few years ago. I think it's free on YouTube. But yeah, it's crazy how that film is, because Airplane had to pay for the script to use the rights for that film. and then just put jokes on it. Ooh. I highly recommend Tom Sullivan's featurette on Daredevil. It's amazing how much stuff he can do being blind. He plays golf. I can't even do that with sight. Bloody hell. Which disaster movie has the best ensemble cast? Because they didn't really get the big names as such for the 90s ones, did they? Then the one or two names. I guess Airport, because it's a who's who of actors, isn't it, from the old days? But yeah, I'm trying to think of Karen Inferno had the two, Steve and Paul, and everyone else. Yeah, it wasn't Christopher Lee a World War II POW or something. Or I think Donald Pleasance was definitely a POW. Christopher Lee was a spy and Nazi hunter in 1,000 other spy things and dangerous jobs. But I think it's was it Escape from New York is where at the end when Donald Pleasance is shooting the Duke, he was bringing back memories of his time in the POW camp of what he would do to the wardens and etc. guards. Alan Dillon died yesterday. Oh, I like the crew lineup for Concorde. Kennedy with David Warner. Oh, I need to watch Concorde again. I think that's when I watched in a small town cinema once back in the day. But it's absolutely crazy, that film. Don't they fire a flare outside the Concorde's window and there's 2 missile attacks that have to do the loop-de-loop? Stupid subtitles. Buck Rogers and Count Dooku just having a chat. Exactly. It's like, because Gilderoy, the last thing I saw him in is The Nice Guys with Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. Oh, there you go. That's wonderful, dear. Wonderful. Because I can't remember if this James Stewart's last film. Stupid subtitles. Oh, let me try it. There's a different file here. Try that. It's Bill's house. So yeah, there's got to be some drama in the background. So yeah, Christopher Lee's character is working on something. I don't know if it doesn't really say what it is. Is he a doctor working on some hospital or something? And then his wife's lonely and bored and getting drunk all the time. And then Jack Lemmon's girlfriend are trying to break up, but then he wants to have a family and be with her, so they're working it out. And when we get, I don't know. As I say, this is a Die Hard ripoff, but it's 11 years before Die Hard. But it's more like the criminals mess up. Champagne on the Rocks. I haven't had that in years. I don't know. Now the subtitles are very good. I thought it was no. And then she's got, so we got this, she seems to be on this, with an old boyfriend from many years ago. I think they rushed through the relationships on this more than did any of the other films, because I think the first film is mostly about the relationships more than the bomb. I just got a soft spot for the colorized version of A Wonderful Life. Makes me want to watch a black and white version of this. You could turn the colors down if you want. That would probably mess it up. So we're coming up to half an hour in. Nothing's even happened yet. How does he get his hair wavy? Oh. Want to do that? Michael used to have this on CIC in one of their cardboard cartons. Ooh, releases. Because mine is, mine's a re-release by Universal. There's no packaging date, but I'm guessing it's late 90s. Where the logos and etc. It's in good condition and the box and stuff, but yeah. I couldn't find. I think I saw that cardboard case when I was looking for an image for this. To me, when I was a kid, they weren't old people to me, which makes me think I needed better glasses. Well, yes, I guess that's true, because this is how they looked back in the 70s. Oh, here's the the kid just wandering around in his... Is that denim? It's got denim... can't tell if it's a denim or a blue suit with a waistcoat and a plaid shirt that we all had back then. It's got the basin cut I had. Good old Darren McGavin. Except when he's a bad guy in, was it Dead Heat? Back when anyone was allowed to wander anywhere on a plane. I'm guessing they got a security guard, but is he armed? Because they never mentioned that. Can't see. Doesn't seem to have a gun. But I'm guessing he's not expecting a robbery. Imagine being in a bar in midair. Yes, whenever I watch, what is it? I guess, is it Quantum of Solace, where he's on that Virgin flight to wherever he's off, and then there's just a big, massive bar off with any drink you could get. Ever hang around the gymnasium? Do you like films about gladiators? Here he is, always late. I always thought the airport movies were parodies. They can be funny, but they're not supposed to be. But yes, I'm not coming on your wrestling stream tomorrow, Mike. I got homework. Well, you know they'll be okay. A dumb kid is on the plane. They wouldn't have to balls to kill off a kid. Trying to think if it was a horror film in the 70s, yes, but maybe not a family film, because this is only a PG. Ooh. Have you ever seen the Lorimar disaster film, Avalanche Express, with Robert Shaw and Lee Marvin and Linda Evans pops? I have seen it, but it's been a long, long time ago, so I'll need to check that one again. Ever seen a grown man naked? This is not that film. I just saw Darren Gammon, who played Adam Sandler's dad in Billy Madison. Yes, there's another one. Of course, he was in a couple of episodes as X-Files. And, of course, The Christmas Story. Or is it A Christmas Story? It does sound good, Avalanche Express. I have seen it. It does ring a bell, but I can't remember. Yeah, a long, long time ago, just like Michael Myers. Or it's far worse than the airport movies. Oh, but how can it be a bad film with Lee Marvin and Robert Shaw? Surely they were both sober during it. Oh, yes. Darren McGavin's in Raw Deal. That he is. I think when a parody comes out, it's basically saying we've made too many of a certain thing and it's time to move on. That's said. I pretty much love all disaster movies, old and new. So that's that was it. It's a film called Disaster Movie, isn't it? One of those lame parodies from the people that did Meet the Spartans and stuff like that. And there's Christopher Lee telling a wonderful story about the day I met Peter Cushing. And then his crass American wife turns up. Is Morbius or Madam Web considered disaster movies? Because they are shot in terrible train wrecks. I think, I saw Morbius. But, I'm not going to see Madam Web. Howard the Duck is my favorite disaster movie. Yes. Although that's got some love now. What's he doing? Oh, the security guard, he was eating a roast dinner or something. cutting into the meat. You can't actually see what he's doing, and then bashed on the head and killed. Right, so we've got an hour and 20. There's not much chances. Made bearable with the only on-off conflict with Marvin and Shaw, the ultimate bust-up. They just filmed them without them knowing. Put the arguments on screen. Yeah, he's dead. Let's get him out of here. Now, the trouble is with this one, I can't tell who's who, especially when they get all soaking later. No, I don't think it's got a... Where was the kill count for this? Yeah, it was after the disastrous response to his previous film, Alex and the Gypsy, Jack Lemmon felt he'd never work again. I was instructed to accept the next highest paying gig, which was this. There are 5 Academy Award winners: Jack Lemmon, Lee Grant, Olivia de Havilland, George Kennedy, and James Stewart. 2 Academy Award nominees: Kathleen Quinlan and Brenda Vacchio. So it says it's the 19th highest grossing film in 1997. And this and Concord were inducted into the Razzie Awards Hall of Shame in 1983. Now, James Stewart and George Kennedy appeared in 2 movies about plane disasters. This is one. And they appeared in another one together. Does anyone know which one that is? Lee Grant is in The Omen with Gregory Peck, I believe. And yes, Jack Lemmon took scuba lessons as well. And then, but when they filmed his underwater scene, his oxygen tank was empty. And then he was 100 feet underwater before he knew it. And then Olivia de Havilland and Lee Grant would have joined the cast of another all-star disaster movie. And this is the one I forgot, which is the best one, The Swarm in 1978. So the body count. Can anyone guess the body count for this? We've had one already. I love the new Poseidon. With Kurt Russell. Haven't seen it for years. I think I saw it in the cinema. Who's that? Wolfgang Petersen. Oh, people chatting and laughing. And here comes the gas. But yeah, Poseidon wasn't bad. It was a disaster movie. I think it had the woman from Black Eyed Peas on the... Had Richard Dreyfuss. Oh, and he's down. Nikki. Oh, I don't feel too good. And she's down. Groaning. Oh, spilling champagne on the carpet. You think Emmett Walsh could be immune to this stuff? I love films from the period when they threw money at every single element. Yes, this film is very widescreen on the Blu-ray release. Very squished on my 4x3, but they made it look like a film. No expense spared. Greenland with Gerald Butler. Yeah, that was a pretty solid last movie. That was... Somehow it's getting a sequel. Was it this year, next year? So that should be interesting. So apparently... the hell? Green socks and brown reddish shoes for Darren McGavin. I think, yeah, Howard was definitely inducted. Oh, fuck. I fell into that one. Thank you, Michael Myers. I was going to come up with some new ones of these, but
I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
Fuck you. You have 2. Oh.
Fuck you! Fuck you! And fuck you! Who's next?
Yeah, making me look stupid. I'm still amazed. Oh, is it? That's news to me. I don't hate many things. I was zero time for the Razzies. Yeah, the amount of stuff they've done, completely stupid stuff. What was it? The Shining? Was that worst director? Worst film, and then so many more. Poor Stallone. Chuck would have boosted the body count. Well, exactly. It's 9 people get offed in this. And then apparently, well, I remember, Christopher Lee won a what was it? A stuntman award for his stunt in this. Yeah, so he was awarded the Stuntman's Union belt buckle, for his dead stunt where he is underwater and has to play dead. Oh, there you go. There's the model in the clouds. Still looks good. Best, we all know, but we all know the best disaster movie is The Asylum's Titanic 2 with Shane Van Dyke. Luckily, I've not seen that. So. The radar. It's gone. It's off the radar. CIC never released onto retail. Concorde, in the UK. All the others came out in the retail market. Still don't know why Concorde got the slip. Oh, that's a shame. I think I have to do that one day because I've got the Blu-ray DVD box set, which I picked up for £1 or something. So that's good to go. Now, who remembers the Bermuda Triangle films of the 70s? Let's see if you know any of these. We've got The Island, 1980. Bermuda Triangle, 1978. Beyond the Bermuda Triangle, which was somehow made in 1975. Mistinero en las Bermudas, 1979. And then the documentary, Secrets of the Bermuda Triangle, 1978. I seem to remember the Arthur C. Clarke television program where they investigated stuff like Bigfoot and crystal skulls and stuff like that. I think that had an episode on the Bermuda Triangle, and they're saying it was just the Earth. What's it? The Earth crust breaking up and then releasing gases that would disperse the water, make it all bubbly, so ships couldn't stay on it and they'd sink, and then the gas would then go into the sky and then make it so planes couldn't fly, basically. But we shall see. The acronym for SCUBA stands for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus. Thank you, Andy. I'm learning something from you people. Sorry, yes, you did. Titanic 2 is an unsung masterpiece. You know I'm going to watch it now. Laser is an acronym too. Is that a laser with a Z or a laser with an S? Light amplification by simulated emission of radiation. You know these, Andy, or you just Google them? What? You've seen Playmate of the Apes. I've seen Playmate of the Apes twice now. Not Titanic 2. Shame that it's good. Yep, good. Well, if it's got the professor seal of approval. And he likes, fear.com. I think I've got Concorde on UK VHS in the cardboard case. There you go. I tell you what ever had a deeper voice than Lee's. There's a bit in Howling 2 where he says, Amen in the church, and it sounds like the devil. I guess it's Christopher Lee and Lee Marvin. I got the deep voice, haven't they? Right, where am I? Oh, shit, we're only 42 minutes into this. I thought we'd do the end. Fubar, there you go. Who else learned that from Saving Private Ryan? Oh, there we go. Right, play. See, he's moving. This gas is rubbish. So apparently the plan is they've got all the works of art and stuff. They're going to land the plane on an island in the Bahamas, offload all the artwork, and then fly it back. I'm not actually sure because I don't think they get more than explaining that they're going to drop it off on an island, but they're flying so low that they can get clipped by a oil rig. Haven't actually watched Titanic 2, but I do have it on DVD somewhere. It's probably holding up a wardrobe, I think. I do remember The Fantastic Journey, which was a TV series made by Columbia about the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, Robert E. McDowell was in it. Sounds familiar. Fantastic Journey, yes. Oh, here we go. He's about a mile away when he sees this oil rig, and he just fuck all about it. And he just clips it. And surely the oil rig can see which way they went on. Although this effect seems to be better than the CGI plane crash in Air Force One. Hey, Mr. Tommy Gunn. On his grind yet again. Standard. Thank you. Every few years, a billion artists is going to pay for a full-size working replica of Titanic. Yes. Don't give the money to the unions. Christopher Lee, Michael Ironside, Lance Henricks are my favorite voice actors. Yes, I wish I had this. Yeah, sexy, smooth voice. Yeah, I don't know how much they had to smoke to get that. Well, when my balls drop, I'll get it. But it never gets made. Yeah, I don't think they don't want to tempt fate probably by the time they work it out. I sure heard some of that Christopher Lee used to read Lord of the Rings about once a year. Or does it take that long to read? It would take me that long to read it because was it he knew no, I was going to say Rowling then, but it's not Tolkien from when he was a student or something, or was he related? I can't remember now. But he knew Tolkien. Oh, so we never find out what happens, but one of the kids does get injured. She just fell on just Gil Gerard. Is it Jill or Gil? Gil. Oh, Fubar was Tango and Cash, of course. That was it. I always think it's Fubar from Tango Cash. There you go. Obviously, I don't. James Earl Jones, yes, that's a voice and a half. Back inside. Yeah, it doesn't. I can't remember if the piano guy gets crushed by the piano. Oh, guy through a window, of course. People screaming. Yeah, piano man's gone. And there was a pretty good landing. People flying everywhere. Some woman got hit in the head. Some guys just landed in the fruit. Also, you can always tell Sagath isn't really into the movie because he actually catches up with the chats. It's not that Professor. Oh, they got the reddy orange blood in this because it's the 70s. So there's no one here with me to distract me from the chat. But I let them talk for your entertainment. Get off my plane. Oh, favorite voice actors: Michael Douglas, Rutger Hauer, Richard Burton. 5, 4, 5, 4, now 4, no. Yes, the chat is where it's at. That's why I'm here with my mates. And Al and Mike. Tessalia. Everyone was praising push up practical effects, but it's just me. There's tons of rubbish one that people just seem to ignore. Yeah, that is true. Oh, what's happened? Don't move her. She just noticed. Somehow she's surprised that there's sea outside that they just landed on. I think this is. I don't know. I either haven't seen many Jack Lemmon films, or I'm not used to him having dark hair. So I obviously know him from his later films, like Glengarry, Glen Ross, and Grumpy Old Men. But then, obviously, I know him from black and white films, but none in between. Yes, I saw the trailer for the new animated version of Lord of the Rings. Looked quite good. I did not know there was one. I guess it's going to do better than the Amazon Series 2. I always think if you have a really cool voice like James Earl Jones, do people think you're trying to be if you're just ordering a pizza or something? Yes. Oh yeah, sure. I can hear you, James Earl Jones. No anchovies for you. He does look with a tash. He's a very magnum. Hey, DMC Campbell's here. Hello, or good morning, as it's Saturday for you. Nice that all these airport movies made a good profit. So it's just the name of the Bermuda Triangle in this film. No mysterious forces that come into play. Never seen any of the films in this series. What? There's only 4, but I don't think the first one a disaster movie. I can't remember because it's so long. I think it's like a 2.5 hour film because this one has a 2 hour film. Plus, there's an extra hour for the TV version. Where's that doctor? Yeah, Captain. He's damaged. Or is it Emmett Walsh, the doctor? Would still prefer the worst practical over the best CGI, but I really hate CGI. Yeah, dear. Trouble is, it's everywhere now. If it's good, you don't notice. Ooh. Nobody cooler than a growling badass Michael Douglas in Black Rain. I wish that film was a bit better. Yes, the film looks great. It's got great acting in it. It's just missing something. It's got Hans Zimmer score, I think. Badass villains. Just lacking. They just assume it's Darth Vader ordering his usual margarita. The children, are they all right? It's all kicking off now. I wish they would have stuck to the Jurassic Park way of using special effects. That's truly amazing. Perfect blend of practical animation. Yeah, because they took the models they'd made ready for the film and then they scanned them and then they had a special mechanical way that showed them moving and then they digitized that and then smoothed it out. And everyone says, yeah, Jurassic Park, which is now 31 years old. But then they think, fuck that, we'll just stick 6 heads on a shark. My favorite cool voice story is when Claude Rains is taking his daughter to see him in The Invisible Man. The guy behind the counter let him in because he could. Oh, there's more to that. Let him in for free because he can recognize his voice. Nice. Did tonight's guest let you down or just last minute? At the last minute, or did you book this one for the stream? I didn't book this. I thought because it was supposed to be disaster movies for August, and then I was either too busy, too late, or too many other things because it was like 3 interviews this month. So I thought, and I always liked this film, so I thought I got Friday night free because we got a lot coming up. Because we got Confessions of a Driving Instructor, which is going to be fun. Hiding that one on the TV on Sunday. Skyfall on Monday because it's a bank holiday here in the UK. Buckaroo Banzai is now on Thursday. I just put that one with Terence McGuire. Then we've got the Arnie Double Bill, Terminator and Predator next Saturday. The Guest on Sunday. The Beast. Then the werewolf season starts with The Beast Must Die. More, not Peter Cushing, this one. So we got that. And then I just booked randomly. What did I do? Oh, no, sorry, actually. It's Silver Bullet on the Friday with Al. The 6th. Then the interview with Punisher co-creator and TV and film writer Jerry Conway. Monday. Friday the 13th in September, so we're doing part 5. And American Werewolf in Paris on the Saturday 14th. Carry On Screaming on the 15th. Howling 2 on the 20th. Subject to change. And then we've got Darren from the Slaughtered Lamb YouTube podcast is coming on to do a proper one of American Werewolf in London. At some point, we've just got to pick a date. And if there's time, maybe Howling and Underworld. Whew. And then whatever other interviews that suddenly appear because who have I been in touch with? If they come available. It's we've got Andrew Divoff at some point. He says yes. He's just waiting for something to happen. Chris Durand, stuntman, and was it Halloween H2O Michael Myers at some point. Just got to wait for. He's got an interview coming out, and then he'll do it once that's been released. And damn. Well, who connects? I forgot his bloody name now. I've got it here somewhere. Bruce Martin's going to come on and do Collateral. Watch party of that. And Donald Gibb, that's it. So yes, he's got a book coming out about the Revenge of the Nerds and all his acting and Bloodsport. So that could be next year, to be honest, because there's no date on that one. But that's a rough idea what's happening. Although anything could happen in the next half hour. Watched Black Rain properly for the first time last week. Pretty good, but yeah, it was missing something. But it was shut down a lot before release. That I can understand. I'll probably try making it more action film. Claude Rains himself, the Invisible Man, is hilariously idiot. Michael, we always had a crossover with our taste on here. Yeah, it could have been one of the big 80s classics. Ridley Scott, Prime Douglas, totally in an art setting. Exactly. It is. I don't think, even if they put bits back in, I don't think it would improve. Or OP Jurassic Park effects still outshine the crappy sequels they were churning out. Yes. Oi. No bad mouthing the Silence multi-headed shark movies. They are cinematic masterpieces to some people, to a few people. Okay, only to me. So you're saying because what is it? 2-headed shark, 3-headed shark, 4-headed shark, 5-headed shark, 6-headed shark films. I've seen none of them. Are worth a watch. Oh, so they're getting power back on. And now they've noticed, water gurgling. I must admit, everyone in this film is giving it their all. They're not just in it, even if it is a paycheck movie. You seem to be getting some incredible guests on your channel. I have no idea how do you get them. I ask nicely. Because it's basically it. And there seems to be timing as well. I'm very lucky. Because there was a couple of others. Who was in the holding pattern? So Jerry Conway, Richard Norton, who's coming on to discuss fight scenes, but that won't be live. That's recorded on, at the moment, Sunday the 1st of September. I got 10 fight scenes for him. He'll be talking us through that. And then Scott Lever, so Donald Gibb. I think that's it. That's responded. Oh, there's some English stuntmen. Who is them? Hard to get. I got to phone a couple of them. Rocky Wilson and Makeup Man Kurtzman's coming on. Some Robert Kurtzman at some point. But yeah, it's all about catching at the right time. Jim Dowdle, another stuntman, and Alex Hyde White at some point, but he's gone dark for the last few weeks. I don't know if he's away or something, but we'll see if he comes back on. Still amazed by an event. I couldn't make a model of plastic or something. I couldn't do CGI either. Yes, my Airfix was legendary for being rubbish. Oh yes, so the pianist. She fell in love with him instantly. Now, I don't know. I don't think they had a relationship before this film. Now she's undressing him. Buckaroo Banzai with Terrence. I might just miss work so I can catch that. We'll have to miss 2 days because I want to see you talking about Howling 2. Well, who's doing Howling 2? I can't remember now. It's Mike, Fifth Beatles doing Karen Screaming, and then Terrence. Yeah, Terrence is definitely in next Thursday at the 29th at 9 p.m. And then Howling 2 is, I put it as a Friday night film because that's what it felt like, the 20th at the moment, but it could change. It felt a little more Tony than it did Ridley. Definitely worth a watch. Yeah, I was always surprised it was Ridley Scott. When's Seagal coming on? I have asked twice, but he's not replying. Maybe third time's a charm, but I don't know. He's not been seeing it in public for a while, has he? I always remember someone saying take CGI for granted when computers are basic calculators. It's kind of amazing it's even possible at all. Well, exactly. If you saw the computers we had in 93 with what they made Jurassic Park and even Toy Story, what was that, 95? And it took them hours, or if not days, for a few seconds of screen time. Yeah, Andrew Divoff, he seems to be a nice guy. Because he's in airport. There's the Air Force One, Wishmasters, of course, Macamee. I still need to get in touch with the Macamee people and someone else, Dee Wallace and Adrian Barbeau, but they're all so busy doing these things. You got to catch them because they have to be. I can't stay up past too late. They're not always free in the afternoons. First fight in the Kumite, he broke the fucking world record. Yes. That's him. The Wishmaster himself, yes. Cool to chat to him with that. I didn't mean to put the sure part. Respect. I'm wishing for Divoff to come on. Well, you wish, and I'll take your thoughts and prayers as well. But sometimes, yeah, I just got to catch these people at the right time because Divoff is up to something. What was he up to? But he said, I asked him if I could check back in every so often, but they never look at that's on Instagram. So he's that first. He's still putting. So I think he's at home at the moment. Well, you asked him in July, but yeah, he's so busy. He doesn't. I guess he has lots of messages. It's a really, really unique film. That is true. The Beast Must Die. That is a great flick. Yes, exactly. What other film stops for a minute with a countdown clock to say, "Can you guess who the werewolf is?" Should get the Hungarian Charles Bronson look like. Does he speak English though? And has he actually done anything any good? Good call, Michael. If Dee Wallace comes on, I might cry, but in a good way. Yes. This is why they're probably avoiding this channel. People like you, Michael Myers. I shall try better. But of course, September, October is middle of the year is conventions and stuff, isn't it? So they're always busy. Andy wants Elizabeth Shue. Does she do such things? I'll think about that one. Dee Wallace, yes, incredible in Cujo. Yes, she is great in that. E.T.'s mom. I thought you just Divoff was at home. I thought you should, and I was like, "Are you tracking him?" Yes. That's how I get everyone. I know where they are. Not this. No, the Charles Bronson one has not done anything good. No, that's what I thought. Hasn't he got a new film out? What's the thing I saw? Someone posting. Anyway, Emma McWalsh is the doctor. I'm a doctor of veterinary medicine. I look after the horses at Mr. Stevens Racing Stables. John, yeah, the score is pretty good. It's John Cavaz's score to Airport 7 is pretty good. Oh, he did Kojak and Horror Express. I do like some Horror Express. And welcome, Apuro. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. All right, so the men are now reading the manual. Now the shit hit the fan. They're reading the manual. So here we go. We're over an hour, and this is where the film actually picks up pace with some urgency and some drips coming through the roof. Now they're getting worried. Although I think we had a bit of a storm here last night. My bike got knocked over. Oh, the carpet's all wet. Where's the water coming from? a window. And we got Joe. Hello, Joe. Got Merc, whose poop smells like shit. I'd hope so. Loquacious Jackson, Esquire. Greetings, everyone. Welcome. What's this? Oh, yeah, that's it. 12 to Midnight. Yes, the new trailer. That's it. For the Charles Bronson clone. And it has werewolves in it. Sold. But spoilers. There is no new. No, there's no nudity. It's only a PG. And that's a UK PG, so you know how tame it is. Gizmo, welcome. You saw the XXX version. I bought 69. Wow, checka wow, bow. Nice. There's Kathleen Quinlan. Now she looks like Kathleen Quinlan. She's got her hair's darker and around her face. Any nudity in this fine piece of cinema? Nope. They're all getting wet though. But they're all. There's one in a white shirt, but. Yes, thanks for the heads up on that. Charles Bronson versus Wilford. I think they did, yes. All right, you take care. Next time, I think Halloween 2 has nudity. That's the next one, I think. Oh, here we go. There's a boat going past. Yeah, I will give him that. He does look Charles, but I've never heard him speak. I've only seen pictures of him. What's he called? Charles Bronski or something. I never read them, but I generally miss manuals. Yes, as soon as they turn to PDFs and online guides, the magic was gone. And then, of course, putting a desk together or something. IKEA. You always blame the manual for not being good enough. Although, technically, it was never at the right angle to show you what it was doing. How could they leave us like this? How could they? Because you're underwater, love. It's a boat, not a sub. With windows. Oh. Bit of static. Now, one thing that's coming up later, I don't understand, is Jack Lemmon and Christopher Lee, he gets killed. Spoilers. Jack Lemmon makes it out through a door and then up to the surface in a dinghy. I don't know why they all couldn't do that. I guess the injured girl would be a problem. I was considered reading the manual as cheating. Exactly. We're men, we don't read manuals. We already know how to build stuff. Like looking like Charles Bronson is the major achievement, even. How is that even possible? Yes, that did make me jump. A lot of static and a bright flash on there. Could be a ghost. I've never heard of anyone saying these films put them off flying. That is true. I suppose the same with I guess Towering Inferno, Earthquake, but there's not much you can do about those ones. But yeah, you could avoid planes. Simply some more static. Exactly. I don't let anyone tell me what to do, especially IKEA. I'll build it my own way. This video's been remarkably well, as I'm used to non-stop rolls and fuzz. What, are you watching that Airport 69 again? I once read a manual. on how to pick up ladies. Didn't work, and I've never trusted a manual since. I knew you were an alpha male, Professor. Yeah, so there's one door that opens inwards. If the bulk. I think they make shifts and masks. Who here watches the Bad Movie Bible channel? I'm an experienced scuba diver. 2 men have a better chance of making it than one. Who's not going to listen to Christopher Lee? Worried chatter. I read a manual once called The Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion. Sounds complicated. The band, the KLF, had a book called The Manual. It said, if you don't get to number 1 single after you read this book, you get your money back. And they never had to pay anyone. What? I'm not doing this for the pilots, Karen. I'm doing this for us all. These. I think if I ever met Lee face to face, I would have been terrified. Yes, because he was a massive, tall chap as well. It was like 6'5" or something. Plus, he was Dracula. I'm trying to think, did he ever do a comedy? Thoughts on Stallone's last movie, Daylight? I quite enjoyed it. Yes, I saw that in the cinema when it came out. It's got that actor in it. Was it Stan Shaw, we said? He gets paralyzed and then drowned. And then Aragon himself, Sage, Daniel Harris. Used to love a bit of KLF. Yes, they were good. Oh. Ah! It's my ghost. Help me, help me. Really should upload that logo as well. Crap, what do I do? What do I do? Hang on. Maybe it's that ghost glitching that frits my camera. Hang on. I will change the camera. Camera 1, camera 2. Ah, great. It's StreamYard by the look of it. We'll carry on as we are for now. It wasn't just you, Andy. I love how they burned $1 billion. You mean Howling 2 isn't a comedy for Christopher Lee? Yes. Certainly is. I've tried to get into Daylight a few times, just can't do it. Yeah, it's very serious. There's not much fun to have with it. Hang on, let me just see if I can get my... I have no Discordians here. Finally morphed into an actual VHS tape. Yes, as if by magic. Must be justified in ancient. Yes, how the hell do you get Tammy Wynette on a rave song? Yeah. Oh no, the VHS goes. Sir Gareth, he summed it up during the footage episode. That is a good point. I made it angry with my topless pool parties. Run, fear the VHS ghost. It's quite humorous. Like you're talking VHS tape. Yeah, maybe I should do more like this from now on. Oh, but we're missing. Oh no, Christopher Lee is still with us, I think. They seem to be having a plastic bag and a paper mask as a scuba gear here. No, the hilarious is Discordian. I don't know about KLF. KLF is going to rock you. Where are the KLF? Are they still playing? Hang on, I'm going to try and engage my camera again. Hang on, I need a torch. I'm going to have to surgically unplug and replug in. So if I go off, I'll be back. If I pull the wrong plug, we'll all be flat. Right. Oh no, that's the other camera. See, that's my laptop camera. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. There we go. Hey, Gizmo. Oh, they've been disbanded since 92. Bloody hell. Moo Moo Land. Oh. Right, I don't need my torch on anymore. So yes, Christopher Lee was one of the last big names to come into this and one of the first big names to go out. That tape doesn't look great. I'm sorry, Michael Mouse. I know everyone gets triggered. Oh, yes. Christopher Lee floats past the window, doesn't he? In front of his wife. Doing his, earning his stunt award, though. KLF at the Brit Awards. An extreme noise terror blew my noise. Either extreme terror blew my noise. Been disbanded. Okay. The KLF said they were going to lead the music for 23 years, and 23 years later, they came back. There you go. Thought they would be doing appearances at all those retros 90 gigs with Two Unlimited and the Shaman. A bit less E these days. Ah, they've got a YouTube channel, have they? Oh, over a year ago, though. Trouble is, you can't play any music on YouTube. Little bit of technology, yes. Unplug it and plug it back in again, or turn it off and turn it on again. Little inside trick there for you people if you need IT support. So here we go. Jack Lemmon's escaped the plane. He's all right. I don't know how deep they are. I don't think it even says, but he gets to the surface pretty quick. Oh no, she's being force-fed booze. Now, what's the booze in the thing? It's the same one here. Glenn, no, not Glenn Appendage. Not J and something. J and R. Because apparently there's a theory that MacReady is the thing in all the way through from the beginning. Once he gets, well, not from the very beginning, but because he drinks. If you watch him, he drinks from his drink a lot, his bottle, and then that gets passed around a lot. And then we know the organism can pass through liquids. So here we go. This is Jack Lemmon's son on the radio in the Navy. Can't believe how good this tape plays. It's like 4K. I will admit it's pretty good picture quality. It's weird how some of them are like black and you can't see what's going on. And this one, it's got a very good picture quality. I always remember Prince wanted the KLF to support him on tour and they had a list of demands. So that was crazy. He turned them down. Yeah. Prince should have been supporting KLF. BFI released 23 Seconds to Eternity with KLF music video just recently. Oh. From the BBFI. JMB, that's it. Thank you. So now, I don't know if you saw the intro to this live stream. I played a little clip where there's a TV spot for this film to be on television, and then I think they put James Lee Grant, James Stewart, and George Kennedy. Has anyone actually seen George Kennedy yet? Because we're now 17 minutes into this film. That would be a good film, wouldn't it? It would have been a good disaster film. Sets the the radio off and then gets eaten. Uh-oh. Okay, this is where you have to layer out because he's trying to open the bloody doors. "23 gang. His chest wizard was the thing and contaminated him with the sparks when he poured his JB into the circuit, see? You don't have to leave. If you open that door, you'll be hurting a lot of people." I think this is just like the scene where there's a queue of people to slap her. It's a cat fight now. Yeah, she just right hook. I like that theory. I still always loved Keith David's response when he said he knew it wasn't him. Yeah, because there was all that bloody thing with people's breath as well. Oh, there's a plane underwater there. Yeah, it's very shallow if you can see a plane underwater in the sea. So now it becomes a Navy rescue. Yeah. It just seems to be showing off what the Navy does. I don't know if they still have all these, all their battleships have giant cables and inflatables. Exactly. It's kind of even this movie. Haven't seen him once, but he is advertised. What is it? Yeah, Lee Grant, Brenda Vacchio, Joseph Cotton, Olivia de Havilland, Darren McGavin, Christopher Lee, George Kennedy, and James Stewart. Even though James Stewart is, he was at the beginning and the middle, and there's George Kennedy. Oh, he's cut out. He's on the left of that guy. There he is. So there's his one scene. He's got 3, I think. No speaking in that bit. He broke the chess computer in the first week of winter, and he was going to. What was he going to do for the rest of this time? Yes, exactly. Gareth does Professor. Will you ever try to come in your video room to you? No, he's locked in the dining room. That's where they spend the evening, the night. Otherwise, they'd be roaming the house and waking everyone up in the middle of the night for food. Oh, there's number 2, and he's got some lines. So he's got. I'll be more use here, Admiral. They're going to need specs on that plane stress points. Get Mr. Petroni a direct line. And I think this way, Mr. Petroni. Don't worry, Phil. We'll get that plane up and in one piece. And then that's it. George Kennedy has left the film. Still blew me away that when my sister said they can't play chess. And how is that possible? We lived in the same house. They had table tennis and porno tape still. Yeah, old game shows. 6 months of table tennis and porn. Knackered wrists. Wait all this time for Kennedy. He's banned and scanned out. Yes, I didn't realise that would happen. But yeah, now it's all about the Navy now. There's 4 helicopters there in the Navy. The car says US Navy on it. They've got Jimmy Stewart with his very thin legs and his ankles are showing quite a lot. How sexy. Where was Death Ship? He looks about the same age he did in that one. Yeah, that was about late 70s, early 80s, wasn't it? So it would have been around this time. So yes, now the water's coming in a bit quicker. You know, it'll catch up in a second. I still don't know how Pan-O-Scan the Pan-O-Scan films. Yeah, because it takes the widescreen, puts a 4.3 filter in it, and then moves it left and right depending on where the action is, and then it makes it all blurry and shit. Ooh. Right. There you go. There's the water coming down the thick shag carpet. And then somehow this ship just happened to be in the neighborhood. Otherwise, it would have taken days to get there. Sir, I have contact out there. Guess that's a real Navy guy. What was the credits machine? It was just like a thing that they wheeled, wasn't it? They had a usually black with the text on. And they just filmed it and rolled it up, didn't they? Harold Ramis complained that whenever Ghostbusters 1 was on TV, he was the one that got clipped out. That would be true. Yeah, he was always on the end of one end. He should carry Thorazine around with him then. Anyone here served in the Navy? We want you. We want you. We want you as a new recruit. At least you made it onto the poster. Well, it's not on the VHS cover. There's no names, which is odd. You think there'd be. Although by the time if this is a late 90s release, maybe they didn't bother putting anyone's names on the cover because people wouldn't know who they are. Must admit, Jack Lemmon is a bit of an action man in this bit. Because he comes off the dinghy onto the boat. Then he gets dressed in the scuba gear and wetsuit and then goes back off the boat to go and help find the strongest points to put the inflatables. Harold Ramis, yes, I thought. At least he made it onto the boat, yes, unlike poor Ernie Hudson. It's good to see Robert Foxworth pop up in Airport Symptom. Both he and Grant appeared in Damien Omen 2. And Foxworth was in Paramount film Prophecy with the Mutant Bear. Great stuff. That's a weird film. The Mutant Bear Prophecy one, isn't it? The Native Americans. Oh, Gil Gerard survived this. The wolves are at Gil's door. So, of course, they're on that ledge. What else could go wrong? So how many have we lost now? We're the security guard, the blind musician. I think the black friend as well. Oh, there's George Kennedy's back for his final scene then. Is that it? Maybe I missed it when he was on the other night. Take care and good luck. Thanks, Joe. Because, yeah, even though Joe Petroni's in all four of these things, I think even though he's got the same name, I think he's supposed to be different characters. Yeah, they never let Winston. And he's becoming the more popular one now. The healthiest. Got a better deal than yes. He's often clipped out the film entirely, yes. Now I have a what do they call it? Mandela effect with bloody Ghostbusters. I seem to remember it back in the day Ernie Hudson saying, I have seen stuff that'll turn your shit white. But then, whenever I watch it now, I always seen stuff that'll make you turn white. Yes, check out The Prophecy. It's a very good one. Mutant Bear goes crazy. Yeah, the 80s Prophecy is it's a weird film, but it's a monster attack film, so it's pretty good. The bit in Ghostbusters when they try to think of nothing always freaks me out. I don't know, yeah, because as soon as it says don't think of anything, you start thinking of everything. So if that was me in the film, it'd be 100-foot Jenna Jameson coming at you. Prophecy is worth a watch. There's a good Leonard Rosnan score to accompany the film, and Talia Shire plays the wife. Yeah, I think was it? I think Tom McLaughlin worked on that film. Who did Friday Part 6? Yeah, there he is. He's already dressed. See, there's no real time in this. But you know, from the time the plane crashed to the time it comes up, it looks like it only takes an hour. But I'm guessing it could take days, for all we know. Definitely classic Mandela effect. Thank you. Must have been when the universe is glitched. I remained in one of them. Yeah, and then the one Navy guy that says, this isn't going to work, they're going to die of lack of oxygen, and the balloons will just rip the plane in shreds, rather than just bring it up carefully. Yeah, the second half of this film does go a lot quicker. But there's still people that's not going to make it. I think. Oh yeah, I guess they do it for everyone. They push you off the back of the boat. The dinghy. Yeah, he holds onto him and pulls Jack Lemmon off the boat. Used to swear blind the mortician guy shoots the girl in the attic at the end of Return of the Living Dead. Mandela attic again. Yes, I can see that. I definitely. I can't remember if that's a cut scene or delete scene. I don't know. I really need the VHS because it's a horror film and a famous one. It's very expensive. But the original cut, because the original VHS has the original punk soundtrack, doesn't it? Which they changed for the later releases, and then now they put it back. They are with their whiteboards. Secure all will raise plane. Perfectly safe from vampires and werewolves if Darren McGavin's on the trail. If we're all in a simulator. Well, yes, I'm guessing you're all NPCs to me, aren't you? I'm the one in charge. And Jack Lemmon hero moment here. Scuba diving next to the plane. So there's a hole in the plane. See what else we got. Yeah, I was halfway through Longlegs before I came up to do this. And so far the first half is pretty good. But I'm not sure how the second half's going to go. Ooh, still have the ROTLD only with its crappy revised soundtrack. I think the old No Frills Tartan DVD had the original tracks. Didn't they make those inflatable slides in 77? Seems like they could have ripped those out and made the plane float. See, Professor's there with their ideas. Where were you an hour ago when the plane crashed? Plus, you need to be the engineer to know what next where the strongest parts are. So, get gear. Free gear. Just realised the tail of the plane sticking out the water on the post that looks a bit like Jaws. That is true. Oh, it's up there in front of me. Yes. Maybe Robert Shaw trying to take it out. So, how much do you think was it Graham Humphrey's picture of a Return of the Living Dead VHS costs now? Because I do have I've had to double up on my post VHS tapes, and I've got so many, but I've got two, and I've got the third film with the lovely Melissa Clarke on, Return of the Living Dead. There it is. Oh, 40 quid. Rare small cell boxes, 50 quid. Yeah, another one. Big box extra rental, 40 quid. Number one. Ooh. Or £10 for the gold 4-front video release. The third film is quite popular. You can get the sleeve, cover, and case for 20 quid. So you don't get the tape. Yeah, looks like it's 40 quid the cheapest. Don't have to wait for that one. Right. Yeah, so this is just about how, because it does say at the end, wasn't it? So this is how the Navy would do it, or whatever it was. Yeah, the incident portrayed in this film is fictional. The rescue capabilities utilized by the Navy are real. Love How Long Legs is directed by Anthony Perkins' son. He's the same age as me, also. Yes, it is nice to see. What was it? Osgood Perkins directing a film. Ah, yes. I think I'm trying to remember now when I interviewed him. It was about 2 or 3 years ago now. Yeah, Black Hole. Anthony Perkins, not Hopkins. Yeah. Good evening, Double A. He's been enjoying my West Wales video shop series. Yes, Terence Maguire's tomorrow. Teach him a lesson. All right, here we go. So they get poles out and then they dig them under the plane, and just like cleaning the chimney, they have to push it through, then stick another one on, jag, dig a hole, push it through, then it goes through, tie a rope around the end, someone else at the other end pulls it through, has the rope, then 2 sides go onto the inflatables, and up it goes. How difficult could it be to get a plane off this? Which is exactly the same trick they use with Titanic, isn't it? Even though they didn't know it was in 2 halves back then. Totally agree, Double A. They are generally funny. Joke about having Beethoven's Fifth as a substitute for Robocop makes me smile every time I think of it. Oh, very kind of you. Who's your favorite Batman? Batman's love interest. Ooh, in the films. Can't think of them all now. Well, Michelle Pfeiffer, I guess. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer is definitely Catwoman. Oh, you're on the list, Professor. Don't worry about that. It's a long list on. It's getting bigger every day. But there'll be one for Professor. I just got to think of something to really get you. So I saw the poster for Karen screaming. Those were some big knockers. Yes, what's her name? Fluella? Not Fluella Benjamin. Vanilla Scales? No. But yeah, they are out in the film, but not completely. There you go, Jack Lemmon's ass. But yeah, she's the old woman in Guest House Paradiso, isn't she? Robin. Oh, controversial. Right, equalize the load. All right, let's get those birds out of the way. I don't know why Jack Lemmon doesn't like this film. It's pretty good. I don't listen to the Razzies. Right, here we go. So the plane's going to go up. I can't remember because the water all comes in because they've evened it out. That's it. Flona Firming or something like that. Yeah. Hello, dear. Come over here. But yeah, she's very Elvira before Elvira. Didn't carry on screaming anyway. I'm just going to check the poster for Karen screaming. Oh no, we've lost Andy. No one mentioned posters with boobs on anymore. There's a composite shot, isn't there? So they got a compressor on a boat. I'm guessing they had to be prepared. Jennifer Love Hewitt. I don't know many of her roles. I started watching Ghost Whisperer back in the day, but it just became very samey. But I do like the "what are you waiting for, my boobs to fall out" scene in I Know What You Did Last Summer. But I haven't seen Heartbreakers. I need to see Heartbreakers. People tell me it's good. I think she's in Cabby as well. Okay. I haven't seen Cabby because it's one of the older ones. And after the unfunny Karen Nurse, yeah. I didn't venture much with the old ones, like Carry On Spying or Carry On Teacher or whatever it was. Oh, it's creaking. Here come the inflatables. I'm guessing the Navy are doing this because it works, so... and the fact they have US Navy and all the equipment, even the inflatables. Now, apparently the model was 14 feet long of the plane. Or a miniature, they called it, but then people said it's a bit too big to be called a miniature. Oh. Here it goes, and now here comes the water. So who does it take out? Oh, yeah, then one of the balloons pops or gets ripped off. Oh, bloody hell, I missed all this. Alternate ending. We rescued the passengers. What's that? They drowned in the rescue attempt. Well, we've recovered the bodies of the passengers. That's gone dark, Professor. Isn't she coming? Yeah, this. What is it? A remake? I know some remake, sequel, belated sequel, different universe, something, isn't it? Because some of the people come back and dead, aren't they? Watch Heartbreakers. Great cast and funny plot. Recommend. Okay, I definitely have it on my list to watch. I should crack on. Heartbreakers is good. The film proper makes me think of Bank Holiday 2. Bank Holiday 2 choice. Okay. If I get time, well, I'm off work this week, so there'll either be more content, less content, or me watching more films. One of them. Oh, this is turning into Raise the Titanic before the Titanic. Yes, that's why they probably thought he's the perfect guy to raise the Titanic. Somebody help him. Do something. Raise the Titanic is one of those films. I'm very sure I don't watch black and white films, but I can just about do it for Carry On film. I always think it's black and white or it's subtitle. I can't be bothered, but then I watch it now. It's amazing. I watched DOA the other day. That was a good one. And I watched Godzilla -1, which had subtitles, but that's an amazing film. They make a joke in Scary Movie calling her Jennifer Love Huge Tits. I can't imagine why. Here comes the plane. Hey, Rob's here. Good evening, Rob. You back in your home country now? Because Rob was in London a couple of weeks ago, and he visited the Underground Station, famous in American Werewolf. Yeah, it's not in the picture on the back. It's always a scary scene, that one. Yeah, Raise the Titanic's not a bad film. I watched it a few months last month. Still enjoy it. Do you know Liz Fraser? She's wonders for me as a kid. Dear me. Is that the George C. Scott one? No, he's not in Raise the Titanic. Or we're talking about another film. And I don't think he's in Scary Movie. Whitlock supervised all the model work with miniature shots. Another genius, long gone. Yes. Oh, Dorothy's dead. So, Oh, that's quite sad. Tonight is not a school night. Yes. No, it is not. I still like I still know you what. I still like I still know what you did last time with the laserdisc during the yeah, that is one of the things that always gets me. How the hell did he change the lyrics? Or the Discord, like you say, whatever it is. Because it's not like you just plug a keyboard in it and type it, update the fucking lyrics, is it? I guess if it was a PC version, you could put your own files in, but maybe. Where are we? The blonde from Cowboy Screaming was my fave. Was it Angela Douglas? She somehow got the best Carry On 4 films. Four Carry On films. Oh, here we go. The little girl. Actually, she's doing some pretty good acting. On all this water and navy and bumping around, and she's still playing it. He's back in Germany, enjoyed London and South. He went to Dover. Didn't venture west of London, but too rough. He saw Big Ben and Stonehenge. It was the 1949 DOA, no less. Yes, because the 80s Disney one with Dinosaur Creators, apart from it's someone that's been poisoned and he's going to die, and then he investigates the crime. It's that's about the only difference. The whole story is different, isn't it? My favorite Carry On is Karen Cleo. Yes, Cleo. What's her name? Went on to be in Coronation Street, didn't she? Amanda something. So, quick review of the Pirates movie you showed on Twitter. Should I pop that in the DVD? It's an Aussie fantasy musical. So, yes, give it a go. See what you think. The picture lies, because it makes it look like it's a sex comedy, but it's not. It's a kid's film. Even though there's a lot of grape soda mentioned. And it's very camp. Give it a go, Professor. There is a sort of DVD quality copy on VA. There's a few copies, I think, on YouTube for free, but you'll know when it gets to the pirate stage. It's certainly better than Polanski's Pirates. I didn't enjoy that. That was a slog. But that was over 2 hours, and the Pirates movie is only an hour and a half. Don't think I managed to get through the pirate movie. See, there's a review for you. I was very shocked. I've never seen it or heard of it, and it's been popping up a few times this year in things I've looked at. So I thought I'll give it a go. Big Ben, Parliament. Americans just don't understand roundabouts. Amanda Barry, that's it. Thank you, Andy. Where are we going? The cockpit. Come on. Cockpit? I guess. Although there's water coming through the door, so they could just jump over the water and go out. Yes, Polanski's Pirates is bloody awful. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. It's supposed to be a comedy, but there was no laughing from me, nor even sniggering. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's deserved its failure. It looks gorgeous, the plane, the boats, the costumes, and everything, but just the story and the does not hold up. I think I watched it back in the day when it came out on VHS, and I thought that was probably I should have left it then. Is what we have: Polanski's Pirates, pirate movie, Cutthroat Island. Oh, another one's popping up. The cockpit would be a good name for a hole full of roosters. Oh, there's Jack Lemmon. So he's doing a lot of stunts himself in this one. I don't know where all his artwork is. Is it at the bottom of the ocean now? Here we go. Yeah, the model work is something good in this. Plenty of girls called the cockpit back in Wales. The big heat one day, maybe. Maybe. Well, yes, I'm hoping to spend this next week going through I'm tidying up the loft, because I used to have a lot of shelving and bookcases that had nice sections and stuff, but I got so many tapes now. I'm getting rid of them and just piling them up. So I'm hoping to move stuff around, and then I can see what I've got. Because yes, I'm doing the more classics with the Mike from Kentucky, old man Mike. See, bring out the classics. But yeah, the big heat. So if I've got it, we'll have a look. I got a pile of old films, mostly westerns or World War II films. It always catches me off guard that Microprose, the company who made all the flight simulators, made game about the pirates. Yes, yeah, they did very well, didn't they? I have seen the On the Buses films. I used to watch them when they came out, and I saw them the other day when I was sorting out. I think I got at least one of the films, if not all three, on VHS. But I did watch all three films last year, and they're not as offensive as people make out. There we go. It's a happy ending. There you go. The incident portrayed in this film is fictional. The rescue capabilities are real. Live on the buses. Yes, I've been to the Pontins from holiday. You go. It's the one in North Wales. You were jugs, man. Anything, any bit. I love classic naughty comedies like On the Buses. When comedy was actually funny, yes. They weren't worried about, oh my god, this could have upset one person in another country or whatever. And then the person that was either sexist or racist was the actual butt of the jokes. So here we go. There's the cast. So special effects, Albert Whitlock. There he is. Dan VHS said Michael Moore was the second unit director. Must have been a lad when he did this. Now, what did I notice the other day? Who's in this list? Tell you what, if you want to try something out in a minute. Matt Photography. Stunt coordinator, Stan Barrett. Probably no longer with us. Second unit. Miniatures, Chloe E. Barker. Marine coordinator, Lee Grant's costume was by Burton Miller. I don't know why she was the only one to have a costume. Here we go with the list. Which names are... Oh. MMA Walls, Tom Sullivan. I think the only ones I noticed are the ones I read out, because it's... Dar Robinson. Damn, that was it. He's in this. The stuntman legend had a character called Larry. I don't know where the hell he would be without having the subtitles on. It's hard to find a Larry. And then, of course, I think I recognised the Lemon name comes up later. There's George Kennedy. Look how far George Kennedy and James Stewart was last in the list. Wazzle pair of drugs. Imprint doled out. A Blu-ray box set of On the Buses in Australia. Don't talk wet. So when it comes to Turner, you're more of a T guy or an A guy. A guy. Straight to the A. The toilet in the bushes joke from Holiday on the Buses is genius. Cheers, everyone. Right, hang on. I'm going to experiment. Right, hang on. Where are you, baby? What am I looking for? Elvira. Yeah, I can't find it. That went well. Let me just bear with. Always fun, isn't it, when these things happen? I want to see. I just want to try this experimento, but I fucked it. Right. Hold on to your boobs. You lot can be guinea pigs. See if. Let me know if you can hear this. It's a hair I was staring at. Very quiet, right? Let me work on that. I might have to boost the audio on this. Hang on, I got an idea. Let me see if it. Let me know if it goes mute for you. Right. Very quiet. Is it? Let me know. Oh shit. Oh no. I might have to skip ahead or back a bit because we're gonna get taken off. Right. Hang on. I'm gonna stop sharing. I think I need to present share screen. Ah, there you go. Also share audio. To share audio, share this tab or screen instead. Ah, okay. Entire screen. Try that. Right, ready? Let me know. Nope. Now, how can you hear it? Or is it too loud? She would be a great guest, but yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. What's the volume like now? Ooh, it's 11 o'clock already. What's that audio like? Can you hear me? Can you hear her? I can hear the sound, but it does. I don't see somebody looking at her. Especially, well, can you hear her jokes? It's really muffled unless it's my ears. Damn. I can hear me. Okay. Let me try again. Pick a part that's new. Oop. Oh. Thank you, Double. That's very kind of you. Insights and jugs. Big jugs, yes. All I need to do is show big jugs on the channel. All you talk about is jugs. Let's talk about Jack Lemmon's arse earlier. Okay, right. So you can hear her, but not a lot. Okay. But it's very kind of you, Double Ace. Hang on. Let me boost the audio for her. I'm going to mute the speakers here because it might be picking it up. Right. Let me know what you hear. Although I better skip along. There we go. Now, I can't hear it. But can you hear her or is it muffled? Can you hear me? Or is it because I'm talking it's muffled? Well, leave it at that. Now I know. Go away. It's not the version I rejigged the audio. I can't find that. But let's leave it at that. It's late. All right, well, thank you. Okay. Can hear a bit, but not a lot. Okay, I'm going to work on that. Oh, the tape's finished rewinding. Can't hear Jack. Okay. I will work on that. Try and figure out what's going on. Anyway, thanks for everyone. Very nice of you to turn up for this. And I'll see you. Oh, if you want TNA, there's Confessions of a Driving Instructor Sunday night. And then you can watch me struggle to hide the TNA. And then Skyfall Monday. But take care, everyone. And have a good evening. I can't do it. But I will work on that and let you know. I can't hear Jack, and Jack left town. Never mind. I'll work on that. Thanks, you. Go to bed.